studying it with Law Training Centre was beneficial to my career because it meant that I didn't have to cut down the hours. I could still carry on being a conveyancer, was still a conveyancer full-time. There wasn't any seminars that I needed to go to. There wasn't like a set time, like, oh, you need to go to this seminar. You need to go to kind of like a university for something. The thing that I really love is being responsible for a whole file. So having these files, having clients that you're responsible for, and just seeing it through from start to finish. And you can see the result at the end. You can see how happy you're making someone, how much you're changing their life, and you've been with them from the start as well. And just the feeling of when you're phoning up a first-time buyer and you're telling them that they've got their house, that they can move in, that they can collect the keys, or if you're dealing with a file where someone's selling the property for money for a care home, and they're wanting to get into the care home ASAP, the feeling of calling them or their attorney and saying, yes, that's fine, we've done it, we've completed, you've got the money, you can go into the care home. I was in a school bus crash, like when I was like 17, 18, where I nearly died, and I was in hospital for months, and I had a lot of time to think. I thought, well, why not? I'm just going to do it. And yeah, that's kind of what got me into, what gave me the confidence to go into law. It doesn't matter what you get in A-levels. I left school with like 2 E's and a D. I've got a degree, I've got a graduate diploma in law, I've got my level 6 diploma in conveyancing, law and practice. I feel like it definitely was a lot easier for me doing the CLC over the LPC, because the CLC is a specific part of law, and a part of law that I've had practical experience for years doing. So yeah, I would really recommend the CLC. And then also it's just 3 exams, and then it's work experience, and then you become a licensed conveyancer. And a licensed conveyancer is basically equivalent to, well, kind of a property solicitor, and the amount of work that you need to do to become a property solicitor, I feel like it's kind of a lot easier to do the CLC and then be a licensed conveyancer, especially if that's the only sector of law that you want to stay in. If you know that you don't want to go into any other area of law, I don't really see the point in kind of like becoming a solicitor. There's no point when you're basically a property solicitor anyway when you do. I looked at a few different kind of providers, went on Google, did my research. I knew that I wanted one working from home, because I'd had the experience before previously with Nottingham, trying to do my LPC at the same time as working, and it didn't work for me. It was just too much. And also I wanted to do this course alongside work doing conveyancing full time. So yeah, I found the Law Training Centre, and then I ended up going for it. And I think within a year I'd completed the course. It was all quite quickly, like literally any opportunity I had after work, during the weekends, I was determined to get it done as quickly as possible. So yeah, now I've got this qualification and I'm just waiting to be signed off. So the practical side of things to be signed off. Once I've got that, I will be a licensed conveyancer. I just found it really interesting. It's something that clicked with me. Is I was able to kind of understand it, and yeah, I've never really had that with any other subject. I found it a lot easier than my A-levels because it was actually a subject that I was interested in, rather than just studying something that you're really not bothered about at all. The upsides of an online course definitely outweigh the downsides, because at least you don't have to spend like a ridiculous amount of time traveling. You've got a lot of support from everyone, as in your tutors. Any time I've rang up, they've been very helpful. I liked the videos. There's a lot of videos. I would just listen to them in the background, and sometimes I just have it on loudspeaker. Sometimes I'd even end up just doing day-to-day chores, so like literally just doing the washing up, doing cleaning while listening to it. I remember as well when I used to drive to work, because getting to work, it used to take me around half an hour there, half an hour back. I used to actually listen to it on the way to work. I found really good. One of the mock exams, as soon as you submit it, it actually gives you the answers. So it gives you the answers that you should have actually submitted. And then also on top of that, someone marks it and they come back quite quickly. And I think that's what helped me the most. I think studying it with Law Training Centre was beneficial to my career, because it meant that I didn't have to cut down the hours. I could still carry on being a conveyancer, was still a conveyancer full-time. There wasn't any seminars that I needed to go to. There wasn't like a set time, like, oh, you need to go to this seminar, you need to go to kind of like a university for something, because I've kind of had like unis in the past where there can be like a bit of stuff online, but then also you do have to go into the university for some things, and I just couldn't have managed that with being a conveyancer. I definitely advise you to do it.